What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another live stream for you. And this will be my second team overview and all that other stuff like I did with Ohio State. But in this one, I'm doing a team that I'm sure a lot of you guys might not have heard of because a lot of you probably don't pay attention to FCS teams and those other smaller schools that we don't really hear a lot of. You might see them on like ESPNU or like ESPN like in the afternoon. But today's team is the Sacred Heart Pioneers, and they are actually based out of Fairfield, Connecticut. Now, you're probably wondering, how did they become your next team? Well, as you probably saw in my community notes, I posted a poll. How many teams? Let me see, 4 or 5. I believe there was 5. Damn. They beat out Pitt, Tennessee Tech, Butler, and Notre Dame. They had a pretty insane 53% of the votes. Coming in second place, you got Notre Dame. I actually thought Notre Dame was going to catch them. And then coming in third, you had Pitt. So, yeah, of course, Tennessee Tech and Butler did not receive any votes. Now, I was actually shocked that Pitt even got a vote, although I'm pretty sure I know who voted for them because, I mean, if you follow my channel long enough, you know that my followers absolutely hate everything that has to do with that godforsaken city out east. But me, in case you didn't know, I don't hate the whole city. In fact, of their sports teams, there's only 2 that I absolutely despise. And you know what those 2 teams are. And no, it's not the Pirates. I don't hate the Panthers. I don't hate their college teams because we obviously don't play them every year like, the Browns play the Steelers twice a year. The freaking Blue Jackets play the Pens. I don't know how many times, like 4 sometimes a year. But, yeah, Sacred Heart. And yes, Steele Jackson, of course I'm going to do it. You think you actually thought I wasn't going to do it? I said I was going to do every team, no matter if it was Division I, D1 AA, FCS. If it's a Division I team, I'm going to do it. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So what's up, Snoop, Jimmy Dog Bones? How's me? What's going on? Yes, Joe Jackson, I said I was going to do it, and here I am. OHIO, you already know. I'm doing fantastic, Snoop. And, yeah, Browns all the way, for sure. Brett actually said he said, hey, what's up? So anyways, here's some background information on the Sacred Heart Pioneers. They were founded in 1991. That was their first season. Their head coach is, I believe, I'm probably going to butcher his last name, Mark Nofri? 6th season, 51-41. And they play at Campus Field, which holds an astounding number of 3,334 people, according to Wikipedia. That number may be off. Who knows? They might have had renovations or something. Who knows? But, yeah. And, of course, they are located in Fairfield, Connecticut. They play in Division I FCS in the Northeast Conference. And if you're wondering who's in the Northeast Conference, I'm pretty sure you guys might recognize some of these names. They play with the likes of Bryant University, Central Connecticut, Fairleigh Dickinson, Long Island University, Merrimack, Mount St. Mary's, Robert Morris, of course, the Sacred Heart. That's duh. And then you have 2 St. Francis's. One's in New York, and they're called the Terriers. The other one is in Pennsylvania, and they're called the Red Flash. I think the one in PA is the most notable one. And then you have Wagner. Now, looking at, other stuff notable to them, believe it or not, they do have a national championship to their name. Like they have acclaimed a national championship. They're 89-124 all time, 1-0 in a bowl game. could not find that bowl win. Like I said, claimed a national championship, 2 conference titles, and 3 consensus All-Americans. So, I've been doing some digging, looking for this national championship that they have. And it's crazy because you look up the 2001 D1 AA playoff bracket. They won their conference, but they weren't in the bracket. And I was like, huh? They won their conference, but they weren't in the bracket. So you're like, okay, crazy dog. So how did they become national champs? You look at their team's football archive page, and on the very bottom, it has it says 2001 Northeast Conference champions, and then get this: 2001 NCAA Division I AA mid-major national champions. And I'm like, what the heck is that? So I looked it up, and of course, it's on Wikipedia. It was a label that began in 2001 and ended after the 2007 season. So was this kind of like what UCF got? A paper championship? That's interesting. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's probably the Pioneer Football League did not receive. Okay, I'm just reading some other stuff. They were also winners of the Sports Network Cup as well that same year in 2001. Of course, they went undefeated, 11-0. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing really much else to talk about regarding the team in terms of like history and stuff. So with that being said, let's take a look at their schedule. So looking at their 2019 schedule, they played Maine, the Black Bears. They lost 42-14. They beat Bucknell. They beat Lafayette. They beat Long Island. They had their bye week. They lost to Central Connecticut State 28-3. They lost to Penn. And then they lost to Duquesne. They beat the Red Flash. And then they beat Bryant, Wagner, Lehigh, and Robert Morris. Then they lost to Robert Morris. And then you look at this year's schedule, and again, they play Lafayette, they play Long Island, obviously, they play St. Francis, they play Stony Brook. They have an off week after that. Then they play at Penn, they host Merrimack, at Duquesne. Then they have Bryant, Central Connecticut, Wagner, and Robert Morris. So yeah, they don't really play the big name schools. I mean, I even looked at their 2021 schedule, and they play Morgan State. I mean, of course, they're FCS teams. They don't really play like the crazy big name schools. I mean, looking at like past schedules too. I mean, they may get lucky to play like an Ivy League school every now and then, but you're not going to see them playing no freaking Power 5. Hell no, no Power 5. A Power 5 team would drop probably 80 on these guys, 90. Heck, Group of 5 teams would probably drop 70 on these guys. But I mean, hey, they're D1 AA. But I mean, this is probably going to be the shortest one out there because, I mean, there's not really much to talk about with Sacred Heart. Anyhow, I'm actually excited to hear this. Yeah, Sacred Heart. People actually voted for Sacred Heart. I posted the poll, all right? Literally, people were voting for a team that I'm pretty sure they had no idea they didn't know anything about. I actually, for real, when I posted the poll, I thought, okay, Notre Dame is probably going to win, or, Pitt, because they're big name teams. Well, actually, I didn't really think Pitt was going to win because, like I said, if I post anything about, I mean, my channel, I'm pretty sure a lot of my viewers just hate Pitt altogether. They don't like the city. They don't like any of the sports teams. So, of course, they're not going to vote for the Panthers. I thought, if anything, the freaking Notre Dame Fighting Irish are going to win. So, being as I don't know really much about anything else, I figured, what I might actually do, I might just do a 3-1. Do freaking Notre Dame and freaking Pitt because nobody knows a dang thing about Sacred Heart. I mean, I could go on and talk about other stuff, but I decided I'm going to probably do those two as well at some point. Maybe tomorrow. I might do a doubleheader tomorrow or something. I don't know. Obviously, I might do them at some point, though. Because I got to get Notre Dame in there. I could always just put them back in the poll. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's just funny, though. Sacred Heart, a tiny little team in Connecticut, really outdid the likes of Pitt and Notre Dame. Did I expect Butler and Tennessee Tech to do anything? No. But I think what I'm going to wind up doing at some point, probably later on, because I'm going to be doing conferences too. That's what I'm going to talk about Pitt and Notre Dame. Unless someone, resubmits Pitt. But of course, the winners cannot be resubmitted. So this is the only time you're going to hear about Sacred Heart, obviously. Same thing with Ohio State. Now, Notre Dame and freaking Pitt could just keep going until they freaking get it. I don't know if Pitt's ever going to be, I don't think Pitt's ever going to be featured on this channel because nobody likes them, apparently, on my channel. Let me see what percentage of the vote they had. 11%. And then Notre Dame had 36%. 10 votes. No, I'm sorry, 36 votes. Wow. I'm as shocked as you are, honestly. So, yeah. This is going to be the shortest one. Now, I'll be back in a couple minutes to, I got to change of plans. I think I'm going to do the runners up because this is too short. This is way too short. I'm going to do the runners up in one stream, Pitt / Notre Dame. Right. So I'm going to end this one and then I'm going to crank out another one. That one should be fun because there's a lot of stuff to talk about with those two teams. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up and I'll be back in a couple minutes. So, be on the lookout because I'll be right back talking about Pitt and Notre Dame. So, I'm Crazy Dog and I'm out for a little while.